Hey, good people. This is the Confessions of a Nail Tech podcast. I'm your host, Rashida H. Muhammad, Nail Tech affectionately known as Ra. I have so much to share with you this evening. Welcome. Let's get started. Happy Tuesday, everybody. How are you feeling on this beautiful day to have a beautiful day? Great. Awesome, I hope. Listen, we are so close to springtime that I can just smell the flowers, okay? And I started to think about events to either host or attend that were specifically for nail care. And in the beauty community, we have plenty of conventions and showcases, but there are events that encompass all areas of cosmetology. And I started to become curious. I said, well, where are the nail tech events specifically for nail design? And I promise, at times, I think I live in a bubble and my exposure is limited to what I come across on my timeline. But you know me. So I started to do a little digging and I found some nail tech events that are coming up and or are slated for some time in the future. Listen, I love that this community exists because let me tell you, I want to keep providing information that is useful while also encouraging growth in the community of nail technicians, because I just want to give you all a really big hug and say this is awesome because we're growing. These events are wonderful opportunities to connect, network, and learn something new that you can take back with you when you go back to your salons. So we're going to take a quick break with that and then come back so we can jump into these events. I want to take a quick moment to acknowledge Professional Beauty UK or PB London. I am so excited because I always shout out different communities, organizations, people who subscribe to the Confessions of a Nail Tech podcast during the shout out section. But this is so important for me because Confessions of a Nail Tech podcast has been recognized by Professional Beauty UK, so PB London. And we're going to jump into what they're doing a little later, but I just want to really give them a huge shout out because there are moments where I get into my moods where I don't want to do an episode sometime. And I'm just being completely honest. I have my days I'm human and I have my days where I'm not motivated. But when I log in and I see things like that and I see you all reaching out to me and engaging with me on social media, it really keeps me going and it just truly touches my heart when I see things like that. So make sure you check out Professional Beauty UK and they're in London, so across the pond, 6 hours ahead of us, and they took the time to shout out little old me, Confessions of a Nail Tech podcast. So thank you so much. So with that, we're going to take a quick break and come back with these events that are happening in the month of March and some events in April and some peppered events going on throughout the rest of the year. All right. First up, we have Precision Nails. They have events multiple times per year, multiple times per season, and there is one coming up this weekend, actually. New York, IBS, New York, from March 5th through the 7th, featuring workshops for the waterless spa pedicure, hard gels, and how to price yourself. Wonderful workshops for those learning a new skill or just trying to starting out, because I know for sure pricing is a huge obstacle and a huge mystery for some of us. You don't want to overdo it, but you also don't want to price yourself out or sell yourself short in their services. So I think this is awesome. You can visit their website at precisionnails.com/upcoming/events. I'll also make sure to include the links to a lot of these events in the description for this episode, because again, a lot of the organizations that I'm going to mention host a number of events scheduled for the entire year, multiple times a year. And I think, you know what? I think moving forward, I'm going to try to incorporate events happening for this month or the following month or what have you that may be helpful. Because again, the whole point is to share events or ways that are happening in the community to encourage more of us to get out here. And I know we have to keep those CEUs up to par, but also just to learn something new. I've been in the industry for, 10 years actually. Woo! Wait a minute. So we celebrated 10 years this past weekend too, by the way. Yeah, I've been a licensed professional for 10 years. This is wonderful. But sidebar, sorry, I just thought about that. So when it comes to the products and services that are starting to come back into cycle, I've been in the industry long enough to see a lot of things come back to life. So I'm just waiting. Well, chrome nails actually never left, but I'm starting to see more chrome designs. I'm starting to see the duck nails come back. I'm starting to see different ways you could do French tip or colored tip acrylic. So this is pretty fun. But anyway, I think that still going to these events and seeing other ways to do different methods, just amazing. Also happening in the UK in that same time is, you guessed it, the Professional Beauty UK or PB London. They're happening March 5th through the 6th at Excel London. For more information and details, visit shopdr.id/pro_beauty01. Click on that link and it will give you a host of information happening this weekend. I would be sure to, again, add all of the links for this episode in the descriptions so that you can review them and go forward and prosper at your pleasure. Precision Nails has another workshop happening in March in case you can't make the one in New York this weekend. They have a workshop happening March 18th and 19th, and this is a hands-on waterless spa pedicures and for the business of nails. Two great opportunities to learn how to effectively run your salon. I am talking to all my future and current business owners here. Go so you can learn something. You may also see me pop up. So with that, we're going to take a break and come back with a couple of more events happening in the month of March, because I really hope that you can attend and learn something and meet some new people, because this is a wonderful community to be a part of, okay? All right, pay some bills and we'll be right back. Good people, this is my social media plug. Welcome to the village, all my new subscribers and new listeners and just new people who came and found Nails by Ra. I truly do appreciate you. This is my shameless social media plug. Make sure you check out the nailsbyra.com website. Yes, we are back. This is my virtual warehouse, my virtual address of all of the places that I have, all of the brands that I have underneath Nails by Ra. On here, you can find the Confessions of a Nail Tech podcast. You can also find my Twitter at Nails by Ra, also my Facebook at Nails by Ra, Instagram at Nails by Ra, as well as YouTube at Nails by Ra. However, if you just want to check me out, visit www.nailsbyra.com. I'm looking for you and I'm waiting for you to subscribe. Tell your friends to tell your friends to tell your friends about me. All right, ciao. And up next, this next company is my favorite. If you are familiar with Premier Beauty Professionals, I don't even remember how I even learned about them. I just started getting magazines in the mail from them at one point, and I said, let me check them out. So without further ado, Premier is having, and they're going to be the last one I talk about because I try to have I don't want to give you too much too soon. So the next Premier premier shows are happening in Anaheim. That's going to be happening April 2nd through the 3rd in Anaheim, California. So try to make it out there if you can. This one is an exception because it covers all areas of beauty. But what Premier does is they have different days for different exhibitions and different time slots for different exhibitions. And the thing about them is they created the nail salon portion of it to be just as big and just as important and as massive as hair, makeup, and aesthetics. So I would check out Premier Anaheim if you are in the California area. If you're on the West Coast, make sure to check them out. And if you can't make them, I told a little lie. If you can't make Anaheim, then you can also check them out in Orlando, San Antonio, or Columbus throughout the entire year, because this is another one of those organizations that does host exhibitions and shows multiple times a year. So again, Anaheim is going to be April 2nd through the 3rd in California. There's Premier Orlando happening in Florida, June 3rd through the 5th. There's Premier San Antonio happening October 1st through the 2nd. And then Premier Columbus happening October 8th through the 9th. So check them out if you can. I have also seen Premier pop up in Montgomery, and I hope I'm not saying the wrong name. Montgomery, or is that Montgomery? I'm trying to remember the year I tried to go. I was still working in the salon. It's like when I first moved to Georgia and I learned about Premier. Was it Montgomery? Birmingham. Okay, so no, it was Premier Birmingham. Yeah, Premier Birmingham. So they often are spread throughout the Southeast and West Coast and the Midwest. So it's awesome to be connected with this organization because they will keep you on point when it comes to all things new to the cosmetology realm and nail technology. So I hope you have enjoyed this, and we're going to end it here. Hopefully you have enjoyed the information that I have given you, and I hope to see you at some of these events for nail technicians. Also, I told another little lie. Make sure you check out Nail Tech event for the Smokies. That is going to be happening in Smoky Mountains in July. I'm also going to link that into the description box for this episode because I have seen Nail Tech for the Smokies pop up. I've known about Nail Tech for the Smokies since I was in school. So I hope and pray that you all can attend this. This one is in July. So again, check out Nail Tech event for the Smokies. I'm going to make sure that I link all of those things because I'm quite sure over time I've butchered some of the names. So charge it to my head, not my heart. So without further ado, we're going to get out of here. Thanks, good people. Until next time. Ciao. Thank you for tuning in to the Confessions of a Nail Tech podcast. I've been your host, Rashida H. Muhammad, MBA, Nail Tech affectionately known as Ra. Thank you so much. We have so much to share next Tuesday at our new time, Tuesday morning. Check us out on any platform that you use to listen to your podcast. Until next time, ciao.